What's up, guys? In this episode, I go over the Avid 11 rack. Stay tuned. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Luis Torres, and today I have a little special treat for you, and going again down memory lane of rack and multi-effects processors from back in the day. So today I actually picked up the Avid 11 rack, which was launched back in 2009, and it was the direct competitor against the Axe FX 1. That's how long ago it's been. So I feel like lately a bunch of guys were just like, hey, have you ever tried the 11? And I'm like, no, because it's kind of old. You know, I have a Line 6 Pod X3 Live. That's what, and that's actually good, but you know, it's kind of dated. Like I think when I bought it, it was 14 or 15 years old at that point. And kind of threw the 11 in that same mix. But keep in mind that 11, Avid eventually used the 11 software and allowed Headrush to use it in their pedal board. So if you happen to have a Headrush pedal board, you'll see the word 11 on there. And that's just, you know, they decided instead of starting their own software package from the very beginning, they're like, let's just take something that already exists and just make it better. And that's how Headrush came about. So this thing is kind of interesting. So aside from the fact that they're no longer $700, you know, you can basically get them for 150 to 250 at this point. And the question is, does it chug? Can it hang with modern amps? So I'm going to be using one of my LTD M1000 Deluxe models that has EMGs, boosted with 24 volt battery pack, and coming out of the 11 that's running into my KSR PA50 50 watt power amp, and coming out of my Mesa 412 cabinet with Celestion V30s. So I will be using my wireless, which is the Shure GLXD 1 and the 4. And let's take a look. Gotta grab one of my trusty picks by Bogstreet. All right, so let's turn this guy on, 11 rack. Everything else is off. My ADA, my 3 Boss GX700s. All right, so I'm just going to chug away, but here's the one thing. I actually don't want to pick up my picking sound, so I'm going to step away and you guys can hear what that sounds like, and hopefully you'll like it. So this is actually using or running the SL100 drive, which is it's supposed to be the equivalent of a Soldano SLO, and that is all I'm running, and that's it. You know, it's literally, you know, I'm not plugged into anything. It's literally my wireless that's going into my wireless set, and that's it. No EQ, no anything. So let me step away. Okay, you guys get the point. So, let's put this guy down. So here's the one thing that I kind of noticed is it's actually not bad at all. And as far as chugging goes, I feel like you just have to spend a little time on there. And this is my Shure system here that I got from my boy Dido. And it's great, but here's the one thing. I kind of feel like with something like the Kemper, which, keep in mind, costs so much more. When I run something like my Kemper out of my KSR PA50 into my cabinet, I feel like there's more of that punch that you normally hear when you're using a real amp. It's not a real amp, so Todd, stop it. It's far from being a real amp, but I feel like Kemper did a really great job in making the signal work well with a power amp section in creating that chest, you know, that presence that you feel when you're using a regular amp. The 11 kind of lacks that, and I'm shocked because I kind of felt, or I kind of figured or hoped that it was going to be the same as the Kemper, but it's not. The Headrush is kind of in the same ballpark too, which makes sense considering that Headrush is actually using the 11 software. But should you go out of your way and get the 11? Yes. If you're going to just chill at home and you can find one for 150, 175, 200 bucks all day long, dude, like you can just take that thing and plug right into one of your monitors and be completely fine. Like I have these huge Headrush monitors that are the 12 inches, and there's one back here also. So I have two of them, but you can literally, you know, get away with one of these. This is my Yamaha HS5, right? Yep. Monitor, and you know, plug that straight into that, and that's your kind of little mini stay-at-home little hangout session. And the great thing about it also is you can actually go guitar directly into the 11 out to your computer, and you know, if you want to dabble and just record some rhythm sections, that way you can just patch them all together down the road and create a song. You can go ahead and do that just with this one unit. So it's diverse enough that, you know, it's great to use, and I think it's better than getting something like the Boss GX700, of which I'm the clown that bought 3 of them. But yeah, dude, I think you can definitely get yourself an 11 rack. I think you'll really like it. Huge shout out to Bill, who met me over just a few miles from my house over at the local music shop, and you know, I went ahead and we were just talking for a while. Really nice guy, and he was just like, you know, I play a different style, more acoustic sounding songs anyway, so the one thing that he noticed is that it does great for heavy tones. And huge shout out to guys like Dan Gates, who are just like, bro, if you get one, you're going to love it because it does great with, you know, just conjuring up all those heavier, brutal tones that we're looking for. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And what do I have coming up next? Oh, what? Yo, today, my Maxon Fortin OD9, the second one arrives today. And I say second because I bought the first one and then sold it to another guitarist who had to have it. And that's the one thing, like I kind of have enough pedals that I was just like, I like it, but if someone's just like, I must have it, then you know what, you're going to utilize it more. And you know, just like my KH-DK Lucifer, once I sold it, I was like, I shouldn't have sold it. So I felt the same with the OD9. And of course, huge shout out to Chris Reardon, who is just like, bro, here's a link. Just go out and get one. And I ended up getting another Fortin pedal. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to that one. And hit the subscribe button as always. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll shoot the shit later.